something very similar to this when we first walked the property that my wife instantly pointed out. She goes, "That's a problem." I said, "It's easily fixable this time." Yeah, I should have listened. So, I just, I was sick putting this together, just reliving this. It was just, this is trauma. This is unbelievable. But I was impressed at how many different ways people can figure out how to break into a place. Like ingenuity. I give them credit. I mean, every which way they could think of. Every gate, every fence, they'd climb them, they'd cut them, they'd be under them, they'd roll them back. The gates would be. It was amazing, and I got to watch it all. We got to watch it all, didn't we? It got to a point, it was like, this is the ugly side of the investing, okay? But I'll get to the good stuff again. There is a positive end to the story, because we don't own it anymore. So it got to a point where it was like every single day, I wouldn't want to pick up my phone, because I knew it was Felicia, and I knew that she was going to tell us there was a break-in, or I knew it was a cop, or I knew it was a customer, and someone got broken in. It was almost every night. Almost every night. I mean, it was literally, right? It's just unbelievable. Yeah, they are. They were ninjas. They were camo. Couldn't see him, but thank God he looked up. We did get 4 people arrested, and that helps. That was fun. I still get letters from people because they're going through the process still. That's at least fun. By the end of this, I can't go through this without at least telling where this ended up as far as these break-ins. By the end of this, we had our twin older daughters, my wife and myself, taking shifts. Literally taking shifts, sitting in front of our laptops. I gave everybody access to the cameras. And our family, this is now under contract. I'm sorry. This is while we're under contract, okay? It was just protecting this thing to closing. The 4 of us sat there and we took shifts, 24-hour shifts for a few weeks. That was actually the best thing we did. We really caught a lot of people that way, because then we saw them just walking right up. We were able to get a hold of people. So that was helpful. Yeah, that's what we did. Now, probably a lot of there's VAs out there, there's companies out there. I completely believe me. This is why there's lessons learned, right? We do things and we go, what the hell were we thinking? And then we move on and we don't do it again. I get it. So the happy time. This is when we just had to get out of this thing as quick as possible. Signed our listing agreement in September of 2022. Again, we had closed in November of 2021. So now I had agreed to list it before we even hit a year. At that point, based on broker recommendation, we listed it for $1.65 million. And it seemed a lot to me, but I'm not a broker and I didn't have to do it. So that was what she felt like listing it for. Sure, go ahead. Obviously, you get through the lowball offers, but we did get an LOI from a good group at 1.3. And that came a couple months after listing it. During due diligence, there were things they dealt with a bank, so they apparently had to do a lot of stuff that I didn't have to do when I went into this property. So they found some stuff that maybe we'd have found, but I don't know. There's a big retaining wall, and somebody came in with some big red alarm and panic, and so we retraded to 1.2. And on March 6th in 2023 was when we finally closed. So it did take a while to get there. And again, this entire time we were, as a family, watching the monitors, watching the screens, trying to just protect this thing for these new owners to be able to get in there. And unfortunately, it was what it was. But I know break-ins are a part of it. I know it's nature of the beast, and it's sad to see. I mean, a lot of these people, some of these people is all they had. It's just ugly. So for us, here's where my red flags now come up from my lessons learned. If the property is surrounded completely by woods, I'm concerned. I'm gonna go walk those woods. You should see the shit in these woods. Most of it is probably just the stuff that they took out. I mean, seriously, it's just littered. Abandoned houses. There was like we found 3 abandoned houses out in these woods. I went out like on one day and went chasing, just wanted to find what was going on. So yeah, there's like 3 abandoned houses out there. And trailer parks. Trailer parks. Nothing against trailer parks. Just happened to be that's what was surrounding this place. And it was very industrial. So, yeah, I don't know. I look real hard and I pay real close attention to the fences. If I see fence repairs, I mean, I swear I found this great fencing company in Macon. I put all his kids through college. There's no doubt. It was every other day he was coming, patching, replacing, repairing. Yeah, it was wild. Wild ride. Sorry, on a tangent there. So here's the numbers. Just wanted to break them right down for you and really show you exactly what this entire transaction did. We were all in for $600. That's what I ended up raising. That was money for some CapEx. Once I had the square footage right, that put us under 27 bucks a foot. No doubt, right? I mean, that's just, I told you, I understand a little different market, but it shouldn't have been sold for this. Why this still was out there marketed, it's still wild, but anyways. You saw the effect of gross income. Our first full year, 2022, our P&L, our gross income was just under 124. A pretty quick shot up from everything that we had done. We talked about on the value add levers there. While we owned it, we generated just over $80,000 in cash flow as well. So it cash flowed right from day one and obviously just never stopped. We did sell for 1.2. And with the net proceeds from the sale and the cash flow generated, we were sitting on just under $600,000. Our entire group, all of our partners. It was a big team win. And that was 16 months from the time that we purchased to the time that we closed. I don't know if you know returns, you can figure that out, but I didn't have anybody bitching at me out of the group, right? Did okay? Did okay.